Hey guys, Sebious here with another Sebious Speaks, and today I want to talk about Hearthstone and just the joy of the hunter, because I've just been absolutely loving the hunter and just the fun I've been having with the decks I've been building, and just kind of getting stuck in, because I kind of spoke about before that I was really kind of heavily invested in the mage, and I got up to about 40 wins in ranked, and then I've just eclipsed that ridiculously. I'm kind of nearly 250, 230, 40, somewhere around that, with the hunter, and aiming to get gold soon, because just loving the way it works. I don't really know much about Rexar and about Warcraft stuff, so this is not really about the fluff. This is more about the deck, and what I'm doing with it, and just the fun I'm having with it, because I'm loving it, and I want to make more of these Sebious Speaks videos, just talking about little bits and pieces of stuff that are my favourite things and that give me joy in geeky gaming, because there's all very well giving information and talking about new things and other stuff, which I want to do as well, but I also just want to get really excited and pumped to talk about things that bring me joy, and just good stuff like that, all that good stuff. So again, I've been playing for a few months now, not the most experienced crazy player. I'm spending a lot of time playing it while watching stuff, and just keeping up with the challenges and buying boosters and doing that stuff, but not really looking into the metagame and the stuff that's out there too much. I'm just having fun and doing what I can within what I've got, to be honest. So if you're more experienced, I may teach you to suck eggs, and if you're not so experienced, my advice may be good or may not be good, but it's working well for me, or was working well for me before but before this season. So I'll talk about that a bit more later, but for now, let's get in and have a little look at this. So I'm in the collection mode here, flicking through the cards. I've got to say, I really do love the way let's go on Hunter. They are laid out with the books that you flick through, and the tabs for obviously Hunter and neutral cards. So let's take a little look through the deck, and I'll sort of talk about things and how I feel about them. I've got my hunter's marks, my sexy little hunter's marks that with their animated stuff. Just so good. Just a 0-drop, dropping a minion's health to 1 is just insane, and can just be used in so many good combinations. It's a great way to get rid of something that's ridiculous with taunt, or something that's just ridiculously big, and just chumping it with something cheap and easy, whether it's like you're unleashing the hounds or other things going on. It's just such a useful and not versatile, because it just does one job, but it does its job so beautifully well, either early game or end game. But it's probably best saving them for the end game and destroying huge monstrous things that people think are about to blow you away and just ruin your life, and then you kind of ruin their day a little bit. I got an angry chicken. Just chuck that in, mainly because it's another 1-drop beast that can just get chumped. Although, if I kind of manage to get the Houndmaster out, or in some other way boost its health, it does have the Enrage +5 attack, which is just amazing. And what was not a lot to love about an angry chicken? The artwork is fun. It's definitely had enough, and it seems it's full on steaming. It's just awesome. So just one of those. I probably would make another one when I get some more dust, but we shall see. So then Stone Tusk Boar, good, fantastic, love to have them in my first hand. Then my little pigs, 1-drop, 1/1 charge, just do the job. And like with the Hunter's Mark, you've got some horrific 9/9 monstrosity, and then you're like, boom, Hunter's Mark, drop a Stone Tusk Boar, it's gone. Devastated. Great thing for first hand. Love boosting it with the wolves and other boosty things. Just awesome. If I could have more, I would have more. Timberland, the Timberwolves, not Timberland. It's too late to apologise for that. That's a terrible pun. People like myself like Timberwolves and Magoo. Good. Stop making bad hip-hop jokes. But Timberwolves are awesome, and I love the fact that I've got the shiny animated ones of these guys now. All of the beasts have +1 attack for a 1-drop 1/1. Amazing. Love to have these in the first hand as well, with the idea of dropping a the Stone Tusk Boar and then Timberwolf to boost him up. They're just ultimate boosty thing, and everything in my deck apart from the odd secret and the Houndmaster are all beasts. So everything is kind of benefiting from my pair of these. Young Dragon Hawk, this is something I picked up in a random pack. Another 1-drop, 1/1 with Wild Fury, Wind Fury. Wind Fury. I always thought it was Wild Fury, but I can see now it's actually Wind Fury, or Double Strike as we know it in Magic. He's great. It's just great as a 1/1 chump. Help boosting up the Scavenging Hyenas. When I talk about those in a minute, they're the kind of the MVPs of my deck, because it's awesome for the Wind Fury. If you boost them up, obviously you're hitting twice for more substantial damage than one, but even 2 damage a go isn't bad. And the thing is, Wind Fury freaks people out. People see that and they're like, I need that to die, which can keep other things alive, and also can be useful for not taking too much damage to the face at some point. I'd like to get another one of those at some point, but yeah. I'd either have 2 of those, maybe 2 of the Angry Chickens, but at the moment I've got 1 of each, just because they both make me happy and serve their own kind of purpose. Misdirection. This is possibly my favourite card in all of Hearthstone. It's definitely one of my favourite cards in this deck. It's probably one of the 3 favourite cards in this deck. It's my favourite secret by a million miles. So, 2-drop, Misdirection, secret. When a character attacks your hero, instead he attacks another random character. This is amazing. You can have you can either target so obviously it's not going to be targeting you because it was targeting you originally. So you're targeting one of your minions, another minion your opponent controls, or your opponent. So if you're in a situation where you've got no minions, but your opponent has one big bad minion, and you drop a Misdirection down, people can try and hit you and then swing to kill themselves. The first time this happened to me, I was squeeing with joy. It was awesome. I got to see Sarah have it happen to her for the first time the other day, and she was over the moon. Just winning with Misdirection is so much fun. And also, if they've got, like I say, a few minions out, watching them thin their own ranks as their minions grind up against each other and die, it's just awesome. And for a 2-drop, it's just glorious. They can be useful early game as well, but again, they're one of these things that's probably best saving for late game, big crazy stuff swinging at you. But then if you've got lots of stuff up, it can be unfortunate when, if you're desperate for something, for it not to kill one of your minions, by the law of averages, it's going to kill that minion, because that's how Sod's Law works. Another secret now, Snake Trap. Secret when one of your minions is attacked, summon 3 1/1 snakes. This is awesome. Quite expensive to build, so I haven't actually managed to enchant myself another one. This just came in a random pack. 2-drop for that. It's just awesome. The 3 snakes. If you manage to get out the Misdirection and the Snake Trap, you're covered. Whatever your opponent is attacking, you're going to have some kind of bonus. And with the Starving Buzzards, I'll talk about later, you can get a great card boost. And just early on in the game, if you put down a Stone Tusk Ball first turn, and then put a Snake Trap down second turn, someone kills your Stone Tusk Ball, you've now got 3 1/1 snakes. You're laughing. Happy days. It's a good start. Direwolf Alpha. I believe these are actually the neutral cards. Adjacent minions have +1 attack. Simple 2-drop for 2/2 and that ability. Obviously, flanking things are going to be getting boosted by that, no matter what they are, which is kind of awesome. So I can get them next to a Houndmaster and still boosting them up. Watching them together, I love just a pack of wolves. So you could have the Timberwolf, 2 Timberwolves on the outside with 2 Direwolf Alphas on the inside, and they're all just boosting each other to a monstrous howling pack of destruction, which is kind of awesome. And I love those, and just the fact that they're direwolves. Everyone loves direwolves after Game of Thrones, and the fact that direwolves are just awesome. So yeah, wolves are kind of cool. If there were more wolves, I could be really tempted to have a full-on wolf deck rather than a beast deck, but there aren't at the moment. So I'm still very happy with my beasts and being the beast master that I am. Ironbeak Owl. I recently just enchanted myself a second one of these because they're really useful. 2-drop for a 2/1 Battlecry Silence Minion. Ironbeak Owl, awesome. Gets rid of just getting rid of Taunt, getting rid of Wind Fury, anything nasty. They can be useful early game for getting rid of things that get dropped nice and early, like knife jugglers, which can kind of spoil the party. It does only have 1 health, which is always a risk with so many spells and things that can take it out. But it's really kind of it does its job. It comes in, does its job, and dies, and that can be really good for my Scavenging Hyena, which I'll talk about in a moment. But it's just really useful, and the fact that it's an Ironbeak Owl, I don't know really about Ironbeak Owls, but the fact that it's called Ironbeak just makes me imagine that it kind of swoops in and just pecks the thing in the face, making it forget the ability that it had. At least that's what's happening in my headcanon, and that's awesome. I'm loving that pair of those. Scavenging Hyena. I have 1 normal, and I did pull a shiny one from a pack, so let's look at that because it's a little bit sexier. This is probably the MVP of my deck. I love it. I love it so much. I hadn't even really come across it until I think I must have pulled one, or I don't know, came up against one, and it destroyed me. So it's a 2-drop for a 2/2, but whenever a friendly beast dies, it gains +2/+1. This, in combination with things like Unleash the Hounds, the Snake Trap, chumping the young Dragonhawk, chumping the Stone Tusk Boars and the Angry Chickens, it can just become disgusting. Like, getting 2/+1 is just awesome. You got to find the right time to put them down. Is something I've really found, because people know about them, and people know how dangerous they are, and they want to kill them. But if you can orchestrate in some way that you're going to have put this down and unleash the hounds, you've got yourself 5 mana and those in your hand. You can just trump all the hounds, and suddenly you've got 11/7 nutcase, and it's just awesome. And the fact that it's basically just the idea of the hyena just scavenging on the corpses and building itself up in some kind of monstrosity is just awesome, and I love it. And yeah, Scavenging Hyena, he is my friend, and I love it a lot. And also, the other weird thing, not so much with the animated one, the shiny one, but with the normal card. I saw it from afar, and the first time I saw it, I thought it was a Krogan. Now, if you do squint and imagine that the hyena's body is the head, and the bones underneath are sort of like the chin area, you could kind of see Rex from Mass Effect. I don't know. Try that at home, kids. Find yourself a Scavenging Hyena and squint at it. Starving Buzzard. Got a pair of these. Loving these. Kind of keeping the theme. It's kind of we are the scavenging animals of Farthingwood. The animals of Farthingwood have gone out on their adventure from their park to try and find from nature to find this new park, and along the way they got starving and become thugs, and that's kind of the theme of my deck, especially with the Scavenging Hyena and the Starving Buzzard. But the Buzzard again, 2-drop, 2/1. Whenever you summon a beast, draw a card. This can work so well. As I said, again, the Snake Trap and the Unleash the Hounds, you could be drawing like 5-6 cards in a turn. It's never got to the point where it's actually fatigued me and destroyed me. It's always been really helpful, because you're gonna hunt down for the hunter's marks. You're gonna find yourself a boosting wolf at some point. You're gonna find yourself the traps and the silence, and there's so many things for the Starving Buzzard to find you and to fetch out for you, and that's just awesome. And I love how these things interact with each other and just work well when they want to work. Animal Companion. This is the next card. When I get to the next couple of levels, will be my new shiny. Animal Companion. I just love it. 3-drop. For a summon a random beast companion. Now these beasts, as far as I remember, you got Vima as a 4/4 with taunt, awesome for a 3-drop. You got Huffer, who's probably my favourite, is the 4/2 boar with charge. He's the big pig to the little pig of the Stone Tusk boar. Is Leok, as kind of crazy boosting bird, 2/4, has the same kind of effect as the Timber Wolf, but is a 2/4 bird version of it, which is awesome. Is that all of them? Those 3? I think that's the only ones that seem to come up. And I love that. You always pray it'll be a certain one, and sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. But they're all for three mana. It is totally worth it, and they can change a game because 4/2 with charge, especially if it's going to be boosted by some other stuff, is just devastating. Especially if you're going second, you got the coin. I always save the coin, use the coin second turn, 3-drop, turn 3. You're already swinging for at least 4. It's kind of awesome. Or defending yourself for 4, which is also awesome. Yeah, so I can't get more excited about Animal Companion. I love Animal Companion. I love it a lot. I got Kill Command now. Probably the only actual spelly type card that I have other than the traps and the Unleash the Hounds. 3-drop for deal 3 damage. If you have a beast, deal 5 damage instead. Really useful. Can be the 3 or the 5 can be used to kind of get either sweep away annoying creatures that are annoying you, or taking 5 out of someone is a decent bite, and it does come up as a biting animation, which is awesome. But it's just I'm always going to have a beast out kind of at any point, so it's always doing 5 damage for me, which is just awesome. Yeah, and just taking bites out of the enemy with that pair of those. Unleash the Hounds, I've spoken about them quite a few times, but here we actually finally have the spell. It's a 3-drop. For each enemy minion, summon a 1/1 Hound with charge. This works in so many situations. As I've said, it can get you loads of cards with the Starving Buzzard. They can be used as suicide dogs to boost up the Scavenging Hyena. They can actually do a ridiculous amount of damage just on their own. Weirdly, like if there's lots of enemies, obviously the more enemies, the more hounds you get. If you've got things to boost them, they're just deadly. I generally kind of chumping them just to clear the field, unless they're being boosted nicely, and then you can cause a nasty bit of damage. And they're just so useful, and they are just eager to do what they do. From Unleash the Hounds to the Hound Master, the only non-beast minion in the deck. 4-drop for 4/3. Battle Cry, give a friendly beast +2/+2 and taunt. What more could you ask for? +2/+2 and taunt, and it's a 4/3. It's just makes me happy. I wish he was a beast himself. That would make that better. But when he comes, he says, "I let the dogs out," which is just ridiculous. I like the image of this crazy guy sat at home listening to the Baha Men. And just saying, taking the question not as a rhetorical and rather offensive statement about their opinion on the look of certain people, but rather he feels he must need to answer the question. As the Hound Master, he does let the hounds out, and that's what he does. We're nearly at the end. I'm sorry if this is taking a bit long to go through these. Tundra Rhino. Just got my playset of these in shiny. 5-drop for a 2/5, but all your beasts have charge. By the time you can drop this becomes insanely helpful, especially with the hyena, because the hyena doesn't always last long enough to do the damage. But if you can get this out, get a hyena out, it's going to be attacking straight away. Everything's attacking straight away. It just makes everything dangerous. It's only a 2, it doesn't matter. Get the Houndmaster out. It's now a 4/7 with taunt. Really useful, and especially at the moment where a couple of times now in the last few days, it's been the play minions that cost 5 or more to complete the quests, which can be quite difficult for me because there aren't too many in this deck. But these are 2 5-drops, and very useful and horny guys that do their thing. Last card is the Savannah Nightmare. Savannah Highmane. It looks like Nightmare the first time you look at it, but Savannah Highmane. 6-drop for a 6/5 with Death Rattle. Summon 2/2/2 hyenas. I love hyenas. They're obviously not the same as a Scavenging Hyena. They're just 2/2 hyenas. But something that dies and gives you stuff. It can be dying, boosting the hyena, and then giving more hyenas to chump to boost the Scavenging Hyena. It's awesome. I pulled one in the pack. I did actually also enchant one, but I decided when I got the shiny Tundra Rhino, the shiny Tundra Rhino is more useful, not because it's shiny, but because of the chargy stuff. I decided I wanted that more, so I wish I kind of hadn't made the second one now. But he's there doing his thing and kind of helping the bigger stuff. Because the thing is, with this deck, it is fast. The idea is we're being quickly getting out there and doing some damage, because it's all relatively cheap. It's all ones and twos and threes. There's the 5 and the 6, but it's all just get it out there, get it on the field, do the damage, pump, go, and it just works or it doesn't work. And all last season, after I've kind of got myself properly into the season last month, I was just climbing through, getting crazy win streaks. I kind of went from like 18 to 15 really quickly, and then 14. I was like, I can't believe it. 13, I think 13 with a few stars was probably the highest I got, and that was just really exciting, because it just, when it works, when you get the right hand, when you get the right things working together, they're not legendary, they're not the most exciting and special rare cards in the world, but they do what they do, and they do it well together. And I kind of like that, and I like working with what I've got and just doing what I can, and just being the Beastmaster. I am the Beastmaster. I'm the guy with the leathery cap and the shirtless with the brown trousers, crying over the dead Rancor beast in Jabba's palace. I'm everyone in Jabba's palace now. In the last few videos, I was saying that I am both Jabba the Hutt and Salacious Crumb, but now it appears that I'm Jabba the Hutt, Salacious Crumb, and the Rancor Beastmaster. Tune in next week when I'll also be Max Rebo and Ula. But yeah, that's just, I wanted to talk about beasts and the hunter Rexar, as the announcer likes to say, and just because I want to talk about things that make me excited and make me excitable, a few of my favourite things, and that's what Rexar and the hunter and the beasts and Hearthstone is at the moment. Definitely going to be having some more Let's Plays of Hearthstone coming soon. I need to set myself up a new account so I can do a Let's Play of like the intro, kind of the intro as you play through the different characters, because that's rather interesting. And I think it could be quite fun, especially with the things that they say and how much it makes me laugh. But yeah, more Let's Plays and stuff coming in the future, as I'm now feeling a little bit better and doing more stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about the joys of Hearthstone and the joys of the Hunter, and I'm sorry if this was a bit dull, but it's just, these cards excite me and make me happy, and I want to share my happiness with you. So once again, I am Darth Sebious. This has been a Sebious Speaks for Allies Index, a place for all things geeky gaming. We're alliesIndex.com. We're kind of mainly based on Tumblr. If you want to get a hold of us, want to speak to us, that's the great place to get a hold of us. But we are on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube as well. We don't always get to the notifications and stuff so much from those, so Tumblr is a good place to get us from there. And we've got all sorts of stuff: video games, card games, board games. We've got fantasy football stuff going on, tabletop, 40k, fantasy, all that good stuff. Infinity, there's all sorts of games. And if you want to get involved, want to share stuff with us, maybe there's something you've made or done or working on, or a story or anything you want to share with us, submit or get in touch with us. And if you want to have a regular article, because we're pushing for more regular content from the allies and from people. So if you want to join, you have an idea of a video or article you'd like to do once a week or a month or so, like, that'd be awesome. Get in touch with us and we should do that. But I am Darth Sebious, Beastmaster, Jabba, Salacious, Rancor Beastmaster, and I will catch you guys soon. Taddy bye.